Hey, it's Wilna again. Welcome. It's Wednesday. I hope you got your coffee or tea or whatever you want to drink. If it's evening, maybe even a glass of wine. And thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a couple of minutes, around 15 minutes or so. I'm working with this bundle that I created for iHeartStudio a couple of weeks ago. And today I'm just going to have fun with it. So this layout is, I don't know, I don't think it's a typical Wilna layout, but I had so much fun making it that I can forgive myself for anything. And you know what? I think sometimes when you stretch yourself and do things that's not typically you, it always comes back to you in a good way, you know. So I'm just picking out products here. Kaisercraft has the most beautiful, I think it's them, embellishments. I always love embellishments. You can see also the top left of the screen that I am embellishments from Simple Stories. I just love it, and those are the ones that I use the most actually on this layout. And you know what inspired me to make this specific layout was like teenagers, how they have a inspiration board on their walls, you know, and that to me was what I was thinking of. If I could make inspiration board with this photograph of Tia and her best friend Olivia, you know, what would I put on it? And grad is over now, and by this time I can show you how she looked. And I mean, she looked just so beautiful with her dress, navy, and it was a nude bodice embroidered with some beads, and it was just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to use a lot of this sheet. It's chipboard actually, and I just love it. And also some tags from Studio Calico, and the letters also from a Studio Calico kit. And I'm just going to add a touch of the chipboard just there with my flourishes, just to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm using a sentiment sticker sheet by Studio Calico, and I'm just placing some sentiments, and then I'm going to use the Simple Stories typed sentiments and just place it in between, but those are chipboard. So right now I'm just going to stitch around the edges. So you can see even with this little haphazard design, I have a very grid thing going, and I'm keeping it contained within the grid. Now I'm just basically going to set suture. I'm going to machine stitch everything down. And my theme this month, for the last 2 weeks, this week and next week, is just to try and get creative again with my machine. I've bought a sewing machine for the express purpose of scrapbooking with it, and I cannot work with any type of fabric other than on a layout. So this machine is only for scrapbooking, and I haven't used it for such a long time. So when I was thinking about this month's videos, I decided, let me take it out and see how creative I can get with it, even if I just get into the groove and see why I enjoy using my machine on my layouts. So I'm using a banner by Dear Lizzie, and it's a little package. You can see the remains of it on the left hand on your screen, and I'm just going to stitch it down. I use these banners or flags or whatever you want to call them when I made the cards for her blog, and you can find that video also on my YouTube channel. Also I also mentioned it on my blog. If you search for guest design gigs or something, I know I did put it in that category. Of course, my machine, and I'm showing you this, is how much troubles I have. So I'm losing a thread there, and I have to re-thread it quickly. It looks like I'm very proficient in it, but the video is sped up like to double speed. So it wasn't that quick, I promise you that. So I'm stitching it so it looks like the feathers are hanging from the top of the layout. And so far I just absolutely love it. And I'm going to now just add things. And while I was doing it, I was thinking to myself, you know what, there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to go for it and see how it works out. So I'm really going to, you know, it's not a very mindful situation that we have here. It's actually very just do it type of idea. And I know that I'm only going to work within the confines of that little rectangle, you know, and I'm just going to see what I will be able to do within it. And you can see I'm not placing my product and deciding, do I really want to stick it down or not? I'm just doing it. And that was actually a tremendous amount of fun for me, and a little freeing as well. I mean, while I was putting down that piece of trim, I was thinking, but do I really want to do it? And I was just thinking, yes, I'm just going to do it. So there you go. You can see I used another of my files at the bottom, the deep gratitude one, but I just cut off a little piece that I add at the top at the banner. And right now I feel like I need to repeat the banner somewhere, and then I decided just to do it, put it down, but squish it up a little so that it doesn't hang so low. So I'm just going to add it with some hot glue. I'm going to cut it off, and now I'm just going to squish it up and stitch it down again with my machine so that it repeats almost the stitching of the top banner. I have to thread my machine again for some reason, I don't know. And you can see how my machine is being put together by washi tape and sellotape and masking tape and packaging tape, and that's just, I just use it so much, and I just refuse to get a new one. This one is just working fine. So I'm just going over again and machine stitching a few lines so that it just forms a little banner at the bottom, but not just a smidge of it, not the full one. And there you go. I just love it. What do you think of it? Do you think it's a little busy? But anyway, and some white paint, yes. So I'm just going to paint around the edges again, just with the white paint. I just wanted to freshen it up a little bit more, even just keep the whites a little whiter. I forgot that I did this. And I mean, it was just yesterday. I'm doing the videos, voiceovers today, and uploading them to YouTube so long, because the next month is just so busy for me. I'm working on other projects. So I was just thinking, let me just get it done. And then I don't have to worry about it again. It's also photography season. So my photography partner and I are doing a couple of weddings in July. So it's quite busy. And the white does make a difference. You can see I left a big broad stroke of the paper open because I knew I was going to want to trim it to mount it on the black and white paper. A couple of black ink splatters just to complement the deep gratitude sentiment. And once that is dry, we're going to mount it. There you go. And the next step, you'll see the finished layout with the journaling. And there's the finished page. You can see more details on my blog as well as the related products. Thank you so much for watching another Wednesday with Wilna video. And next up, I'm just having the short promotional video for my summer bundle to show you that if you get it, you get more than just the products. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, Wilna here. Are you ready for some summer scrapbooking? Well, I have 47 minutes of exclusive video for you when you purchase the summer bundle on iheartstudio.ca. And this is just a little sneak peek.